This lesson has been developed in the framework of SCILED project.
Module 2, Footwear Sustainability. Unit 1, Modern Concepts on Footwear Sustainability.
Lesson 1.2, Consumers' Requirements and Understanding of Sustainability Issues. This lesson is structured as follows. Market segmentation based on consumer sustainability requirements. Fast fashion versus sustainability. Translating consumer sustainability requirements into design specifications. How to communicate sustainability to targeted consumers.
Understanding consumers' sustainability requirements. Sustainability requirements have emerged relatively recently. As environmental issues and sustainable lifestyles will become more common, consumers' requests for sustainable products will spike. The fashion industry is particularly affected by this phenomenon and is looking for different solutions. It is worth noting that footwear is responsible for about 1/5 of the fashion industry's total environmental impact, although the sector only produces about 1/10 of the total value. Crowbot et al., 2018.
Therefore, innovative solutions capable of remedying this problem and of engaging consumers are extremely needed. Albert and Veja are perfect examples of companies that have made sustainability their main objective and selling point. According to journalist Rachel Cernansky Vogue article, 2020, the success and diffusion of a product do not only lie in being innovative, but also in creating a product that people want and that possesses an environmental added value.
Understanding consumers' sustainability requirements. McNeil and Moore, 2015, have divided fashion consumers into 3 macro groups: self-consumers, who prioritize their hedonistic needs; social consumers who are concerned about their social image; and finally, sacrifice consumers who strive to reduce their impact on the world. Each of these 3 will approach issue in a different way and will have specific requirements.
Each consumer, because of specific interest and personal inclination, will pay more attention to some characteristics or services offered by the company than others. In this regard, 6 main trends have been identified, each leading to specific requests. These are: product requirements, production process requirement, product end of life, social sustainability, company transparency, CO2 compensation.
Fashion and sustainability. Footwear companies are trying to meet these requirements and are trying to become as sustainable as possible. Unfortunately, in the current condition, it is impossible to produce an entirely eco-friendly shoe. This is because of the processes and materials used. However, companies can make systemic efforts to minimize their environmental impact. Burkhardt, 2020. A first step could be to fight fast fashion as much as possible. The latter has transformed the fashion industry in the past decades by changing consumer habits on the consumption of clothing by proposing products at very low prices. This was possible thanks to very low production costs and the supply of materials from overseas markets. This led to an impulsive buying mechanism with a constant request for styles changes, with new arrivals put on the market on an almost weekly basis. McNeil and Moore, 2015, Mintel, 2007. Slow fashion is the answer to this. Like the slow food movement, slow fashion asks consumers to meditate about their consumption behavior. Fletcher, 2010. This movement places greater attention on the value and knowledge associated to the garment. Clark, 2008, which become part of the consumer's experience. Companies such as Armani, Gucci, and Saint Laurent have embraced this philosophy by reducing their fashion shows, in part as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Zargani, 2020.
Reformation is an example of change in this direction. It is currently one of the most sustainable and renowned companies. Its founder, Yael Aflalo, follows the pace of fast fashion, with constant releases, but only produces small quantities. This leads to environmental and economic benefits, avoiding warehouse inventories and selling at discounted prices. Russell, 2019, Moss, 2019.
Translating consumers' sustainability requirements into design specifications. Ulrich and Eppinger, 2008, divide the product development process into various phases. According to their model, It is just before the development of the concept that users' requirements are identified to generate the concept itself. In fact, well-identified consumers' requirements can be transformed into product requirements and lead to the creation of successful products. According to the two authors, product requirement can be defined as precise, measurable detail of what the product has to do. Ulrich and Eppinger, 2008, present the phases of the requirements development process as consumers' requirements identification, translation of users' needs into a set of measurable metrics. These will provide a very first set of product requirements and will guide the development of a product concept. A set of product requirements will be chosen based on the most promising concept. To identify users' needs, the methods already discussed in Lesson 1.2 of Module 1 regarding comfort are still valid and useful also in the context of sustainability.
Furthermore, it is possible to better integrate environmental problems into the development of a product by using design approaches such as those promoted under the flag of Design for Sustainability. Vetzley and Manzini, 2007, refer to design for sustainability as the promotion of the ability of the production system to reply to the social demand for well-being by using a drastically lower quantity of environmental resources than is currently necessary. In fact, the authors promote DFS as a systemic method that requires a coordination between products, services and communications capable of giving unity to the company's proposals. Vetzley and Manzini, 2007.
Design for sustainability therefore presents itself as a very broad approach capable of acting at different levels and with different focuses. Sischin and Gazilusoy, 2016, in their study analyze the DFS identifying 11 different design approaches. These approaches present different methodologies to respond to consumers' demands and insert environmental problems in product design. Analytical methods such as life cycle assessment, LCA, and environmental product declarations, EPD. Qualitative analytical methods, such as the materials, energy, TOSIX emission, MET, matrix, Paulson, 2018. Checklists such as the Eco-Design Checklist, Paulson, 2018, and the list of banned materials and substances not to be used by Volvo, Russo et al., 2017, by Apparel and Footwear International RSL Management Group, a firm, by the American Apparel and Footwear Association and by the European Commission, REACH. Guidelines such as the 10 Golden Rules, Luttrop and Lagerstedt, 2006. The method based on quality function deployment, QFD, such as QFDE, Masui et al., 2003. CAD integrated methods, such as SolidWorks Sustainability, SolidWorks, 2018. The method based on the failure mode effects analysis, such as the environmental analysis, EEA, Paulson, 2018.
Another design approach taking into account the environmental impact is called sustainable product development and design. Tishner and Charter, 2001, describe this approach as a product development method in which environmental, economic, and social aspects are balanced by taking into account the triple bottom lines. A more radical vision is that of Roy, 1997, who sees sustainable product development and design as a way to only satisfy basic human needs rather than all needs or desires.
As Paulson, 2018, points out, there are many approaches to sustainable product development and design, and companies usually hire experts to focus on sustainability questions and ensure their inclusion in a design project. In some cases, this expert is a product manager. The expert can also be an environment specialist or an environmental project coordinator. These experts' role is to ensure that environmental and social impacts are systematically taken into account during the different phases of product development and that environmental aspects are always included in the final product.
How to communicate sustainability to consumers. The correct storytelling and communication of a company's sustainable initiatives to consumers can attract new buyers and strengthen the relationship that a company has with its current customers. This is especially true now that sustainability is part of everyone's daily lives and can make the difference when a potential customer is selecting one product over another. Digital media and promotional images are therefore of primary importance. For example, the Adidas and Parley's promotional campaign is a good example of a campaign able to communicate a sustainability-oriented message.
Adidas and the future Craft 4D, thanks to a set of elements such as website, advertising campaigns, and promotional images, Adidas managed to communicate its research work, interest and commitment to the topic. Integrated communication systems such as the one analyzed allow to communicate actions carried out by the company but not strictly related to a product. The whole system has the strength to associate the brand with sustainability. Finally, since sustainability is a pervasive element and capable of being integrated into every single detail, it is important to take care of aspects such as packaging. It would be almost paradoxical to promote a totally sustainable and plastic-free shoe and deliver it to the customer in a non-recyclable bag.